Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Retro Carded Marvel's Tarantula, which, as I was taking out of the package, decided to completely split in half. So I don't know if they're still doing sonic welds or just regular gluing, but it just fell apart, so I figured I'd leave it just the way it is for the turnaround, give it the proper due, and we'll just talk about it briefly. It's another piece of garbage from Hasbro, so if you're one of those people who doesn't want to hear the truth in a review, this isn't the review for you. If you want to hear the truth, then you might enjoy this. I'm going to have some things to say about this figure that will let people know whether or not they might want to track it down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get him out of his package and off the stand and take a closer look. But I'm going to do that on camera this time because I want you guys to see the opening experience. So I did grab him by his legs. I adjusted this one just a little bit so that I could get him to stand on the turnaround, but I grab him by the legs and I pull him out like everyone else would, and this is what happened. So we're just gonna keep tugging, and there we go. All right, so that's what you get with a Marvel Legends figure. That's how the butterfly joint used to work. It's a very common way to do a butterfly joint: peg in the top, peg in the bottom, and it just rotates in the chest. The recent ones that don't work, there's a slot in here and there's a peg that goes through it, or at least I don't know if there's a slot. There's a peg that goes through from the arm, and that gets in the way in the torso. I think some of them have a slot and some don't. Anyway, let me kind of set him back together briefly. Hasbro's such a good company. I just want to say, like, I really like the passion that they demonstrate in producing a quality product at the price point that's necessary, but nothing exorbitant and nothing more than they need. It's simply a good product at a good price. Okay, there we go. That side won't go back in. There we go. Okay, it'll hold together enough. So, normally we take a look at my package, so we're gonna take a look at my package right now. That's what Tarantula looks like on the card art. I have to say, he's not the best designed character ever. Certainly not. But this card art at least gives him a good look, good proportions, good musculature. Looks like a comic book character, right? Looks pretty good. Let's just do a quick side by side. It's just so nice when they give me the reference images, or it's something I can use at least as a reference image. Now, Tarantula was never meant to be a particularly muscly dude, but he did have to look at least like he could have been a threat to Spider-Man in some way. And let's just do a quick side by side. Look at where his shoulders are, look at where his pecs are, look at the shape of his torso, look at the shape of his legs, the shape of his arms, even the shape of his head. Just take a quick look at the comparison there and let me know what you guys think. You go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. Does it look like Hasbro did a faithful job in recreating this character in plastic form? Because to me, it looks like a pile of garbage. It's this body again, which we've seen about 1,000 times. I'm not going to talk about the body any more than to say it has its merits. There are some good things about it. It does pose well enough usually, and the individual details here and there are pretty good mostly, but otherwise it's not a good body. It has low, tiny shoulders, a big crotch gap, and weird torso shapes. That's all I'll say about the body. We don't need to get into it again. Now let's talk about the fact that it's completely a repaint, save for two things. You get the spiky feet, which are very soft plastic. I'm guessing Hasbro did that because it's a, what are they, 3 and up Marvel Legends? So they have different limitations they can do that allows them to be on store shelves in certain, like, there are different rules that go into play there. So I don't mind the soft spiky things, they're okay. And then we have the new head, which the paint job for the eyes is just horrible. I mean, Spider-Man's eyes, quite often, the spider eyes are not placed on his mask in the proper position for his human eyes to be able to see through. This is really bad. This one's way out of place. The kind of hyper realism mixed with a cartoon look doesn't really go well. The paint job just looks dirty for the mouth. Not an impressive looking figure. And then when it comes to the body, it's just like the most basic bare minimum. They can't even paint a straight line sometimes. It's so bad. It's so cheap. $26. Hold on, there was nothing in the package? Where'd the plastic go that he was on? Where did I put it? Yep, there was nothing in the package but this. That's it. That's amazing. For aesthetics, 0 out of 10. I would have other words if I didn't keep my channel PG-13. 0 out of 10, garbage. Okay, let's talk about the oh, that's right, 0 out of 10 for accessories also. Okay, let's talk about the articulation, if it'll stay together. Like I said, this body does generally work, but we're gonna have to take at least 2 points off for the figure falling apart. All right, so he does look up and down nicely, rotates to the side, no leanage, no leanage. Butterfly joint on this guy does have functional range going backwards, going forwards. There's some there, but not a lot because of the angular cut that they did for the chest. We talked about that in the other review, just the other day. Shoulder does go up better than horizontal. Full rotation, that's fine. By the way, this does not rotate, okay? Bicep swivel, rotates no problem. Double jointed elbows, not pinless. This is an old body. I personally don't care about the pinless thing. Doesn't make any difference to me at all. Just I know some of you do, so I'm letting you know. Wrists have a swivel and a hinge. Ab crunch on this guy does lean back pretty far. They did continue the paint, but he does get pregnant when you lean him back. Leaning him forward, no paint to continue. It's okay. Waist twist is a waist twist, so that's fine. If you want to see what this body should look like, by the way, go back to, what review was that? It was a Spider-Man review, I'm pretty sure. Was it Spider-Man? I think it might have been, yeah, I think it was Chasm, actually. I think in the Chasm review, I'll link it up there, whichever one it is. I photoshopped the body to make it look way better with just doing a little tiny bit. Okay, so for the hips, they go out to the side, not full-on splits, a little bit better than 45. Going forward, they don't even go all the way horizontal. They don't go back really at all. Thigh swivel is fine. Double jointed knee works nicely. Proportioning isn't terrible, so that does help the body a little bit. You get your boot swivel if you like that, so good for you. If you want it, good. All the way back, all the way forward, not bad. Ankle rocker is decent. So yeah, as usual, the body poses fairly well, but it doesn't have the right hero look at all. The low shoulders are the biggest problem. So the articulation's decent. I'll go, let's say 8. No, I'm supposed to take off a 0.7 because it falls apart. Mine did anyway, and that's the only way I can review it. Yeah, so another piece of garbage, nowhere near $26. Hey, hold on, let's do this. Not that this figure is like super mega impressive, but 26 or 20, let's say 25 bucks, and I got this for $19.99. Which one looks more like a comic book character? This one has less paint. I guess this one has to be better and cost more to make, right? Because it has that little bit of paint. That's the way Hasbro says. That's what they say. If there's paint on it, it's worth way more. All right, overall rating on this figure, 0 out of 10. It's not worth buying. There's just nothing good about it. Nothing good enough at all. Okay, when I say nothing good about it, I mean the overall package. It's not worth the money in any reasonable way. Technically, this old ass body that we've gotten 1,000 times does pose well. So there's something good about it. There's nothing good about this version of it. What they've done to it this time, nothing good. That's what I'm saying. Okay, you guys get it. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know if you liked the video by giving it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comment section below. If you made it this far, that'd be interesting if you didn't like it, but okay. If you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel, so make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.